Hey YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. Hey Jeff, how are you? How's everyone doing tonight? I missed you guys so much. What's up, YouTube? YouTube and YouTube land. Hi guys. Whew. We have a few things to talk about. Hi Motivated. Hi Linda. How are you guys doing? Hi Christine. Hey babe. Hi Sam. Me too. I'm glad I'm here too. I'm doing really good. I mean, all that craziness happened in my basement flooded, and then I got a little gift out of it. Um, so I brought him here to show you guys. Hi spirits. Hi Spirit Seeker. It's all better now. It's all dried up. We had to go get like this big dry vac thing and suck all the water up. What you did? Well, Carlton had to do it. But it was very stressful. Hang on. Good shine. Oh. What are you talking about, WM? Do I have to put you in timeout? So, celebrate! Yay! Anyways, let's see, where shall we start? Well, let's start with... No, I don't want to start with rubber. Oh, you want to start with my gift? Well, you guys are gonna think I'm disgusting, but there he is. I got a dead salamander. And I didn't even think we have salamanders here, but he was in my closet. Here we go. Anyways, he was in my closet from the flood, and he was under the furry rug. I know, the internet's screwing up. Let me check it, you guys. Hold on. Of course the internet's screwing up. I don't think anyone else has this problem, just me. Pardon me. Kind of stinky. But anyways, I got a dead salamander. And he was just dead when I found him. He was underneath my rug. Thank you. It's all good now. Thanks for letting me know, babe. Anyways, he was under the rug. And I'm probably gonna... I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with him. I might do a rite with him. But hi DL, how are you? Hi Nancy. Hi everyone. But anyways, so let's see, on the 14th, all of us in the group did a, he's disgusting, isn't he? But he's super cool, and I was so excited. I wasn't expecting it at all. I was just picking up sopping wet clothes, and then I have like this fur carpet that was in the closet, and it was soaking wet, and so I lifted up the fur carpet and threw it in the hamper thing, and then there he was sitting there. And I was like, oh my god. And I was like, oh my gosh, where did you come from? You don't have salamanders. And so, and I could tell that's what it is. He was already dead, but you could tell he was newly dead. But you could tell because they have that weird tail that's kind of rounded, So I knew that that's what he was, even though... So I think that's what it is. Maybe I'll have to check into that a little better. But I was so excited about it. I'm like, oh, you're going in a jar. I know, I'm a weirdo. What was sitting there? Oh, I think you got on after I showed him. He's my little present that I got from the flood. He's a dead salamander. He was in my closet. And I don't even think we have salamanders in this part of Colorado. I don't know. I've never seen one. We don't even really have, like, I've never seen lizards around my house or anything. I have seen snakes, but not lizards. I think the elevation's a little bit... I'm sorry. I think the elevation's a little too high for them here. So I don't know how I got in my closet, but he was there. Feel hurt and daring, huh? Anyways, so I've been going through some stretching, if you will. That's one thing that we could talk about tonight. Is there a cave nearby? No. The caves? No, but I guess my basement would be considered a cave, but there's no, like, openings or whatever, so I don't know how I got in there, but, it's a sealed environment, except for the water got in, so I don't know where he came from, but he's a present. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do with him, but I'm saving him until I find out, because I'm not going to miss this one. But I think I'm going to do like a rite with him. Yep. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about doing the rites. Okay, so let's go back. On Valentine's Day, the Queen of Hell group, we have like a little group of us that all have the book. Most of you know this. And we go through the book together, and every once in a while we try to do a rite or a ritual or an evocation or an invocation or whatever we read about that week, or we just kind of just go along with the book. Okay, and we all do it at the same time on the same day. Well, we try to, for the most part. Sometimes some of us wait and do it whenever we can, but we try to do it on the same time at the same day and as a group. And then, no, I've been in the same place for many years, but anyway, so we did an evocation of Lucifer on Valentine's Day, and then before that we did the torchbearer initiation. And so we did the week before we did the torchbearer, then we did an evocation of Lucifer, and then somehow out of that I did a rite like separately, like not in this realm but in the other realm where I was in the abyss and things like that. I'm sorry that my voice is out of sync. Anyhow, I'll try to like not move my hands. Maybe that will help. So, I've been going through a lot of stretching and breaking things off of me, and it sucks and it makes you really tired. And so, oh, thank you. So try to keep that in mind, that when you're doing these practices out of the Queen of Hell book, even other kinds of practice, like if you're doing them, I don't know, in some from someone else's book, when you're doing these rites and rituals and you're doing these things with these beings, they're going to, it's going to be like breaking shit off of you. Baba Yaga, I think I screwed up big time after the ritual on Valentine's Day. Why? What did you do? Anyways, it's been working me over, and so I've been going through it a lot in the other realm, and I ended up in the abyss, and then when I made it through the abyss, then Ikate was there, and she was telling me things to do a blessing spell, or that she was blessing me, and all this stuff, and she was just amazing and beautiful. But I've been going through a lot of shit since then. At night I had a dream, and it had snakes in it, but they were coral snakes, not a boa. And I freaked out. One very large one got in my face and yelled at me to calm down. And I think I slapped it and ran. And the Queen of Hell, that Belial has coral snakes. He does. They'll come around his head. Like when you see him, they'll like come out. When you see him, they'll come out like this. But not always, just sometimes. But sometimes when I went through a ritual this week, a rite, whatever you want to call it, and there was an inappropriate beginning to it, and they do that to pull shit out of you, and then I like fought it. I like was hitting and slapping, and it's just stuff has to, and then I accepted it. Then I accepted it and went through it. But my first initial response was to fight. And so it's a defense mechanism that you have that has to be removed. So don't think you screwed up, because you didn't. Hi. Geo Angel, I think. Actually, keep my glasses on. Yeah, I always think that too when I come out of it. When I come back, I always think, oh, like that. Sorry, guys. This guy on here just called me the C word. I swear. Right when it cut me off. Let me see if it's on here. I know. I think he said count, but it sure didn't sound like that. I was like, what did you just say? It's so funny. Okay, so anyways, so when we go through these things, bad stuff's going to happen. Shit's going to get broke off of us. We're not going to be really happy about it, but when we're done going through all of that, we're going to be able to connect to the flow better of the energy of the primal current. And so try your best to not get too freaked out or bummed out about it. It's really hard. I've been struggling with it all fucking week. And so believe me, I understand how hard it is to let this stuff get broke off of you. But it's for your it's for your own good. Let it go. Let him take it off of you. Go through your emotions or whatever and try to have the best attitude about it that you can. But don't hold on to it. Let it off of you. You know. If that means you have to go cry, then go fucking cry. If you have to sit around and sulk, well, try to not do that. I've been doing that and I hate it, and I'm like, just leave me alone and let me get through this, you know. I gotta get this shit off me. So yeah, it's hard. It's not fun. It's not easy. But once it's off of you, you'll get blessed, and you'll be able to flow in the primal energy so much easier, and you'll be able to receive blessings, and it'll be amazing, and you'll be so happy that you did it. I know it's hard, but you can do it. There you go. That's my motivational speech for the day. Now then, I got this email from a person who wanted me to cast for them. And they started out by telling me that my spells aren't very powerful but I've never cast for this person. They don't know me, and they've never experienced it, but they wanted me to cast for them, but they wanted to tell me how to do it. And was telling me that my spells can't possibly be very powerful because she read somewhere that when you're doing multiple spells for people, that they're weak, that the energy is too weak to be able to manifest them. And of course, you know, I refuse to work with her because I'm not going to work with somebody like that or for someone like that, obviously. So I told her right off the get, first of all, don't believe everything you read. Second of all, I won't work with a client who, you know, tries to tell me how to use my energy and blah, blah, blah. It's mine, not yours, blah, blah. Anyway, so a whole thing. But anyhow, so I wanted to break that down a little bit and explain to you guys, because after I was done being offended, I realized that people just don't understand. They just don't know. I tell you guys all the time, and so a lot of you get it and you know. It's all about where you're getting the energy from. If I'm doing 4 spells a night and I'm pulling all that energy from myself, you damn right I'm gonna be down for days. Like, it's gonna make me so tired, and there's no way. I just couldn't do it. But if I'm pulling energy working with Belial, with Lucifer, with Hecate, with the moon, if I'm going up into the ethers and using alchemy and pulling that shit down and pushing it through me into the spell, there's different forms of energy for every spell that I do. I don't always use the same energy, but I don't usually use my energy. And so it doesn't matter if I'm doing 2 or 10 spells. If I feel like doing that many fucking spells, I will, and I'll make sure that I'm pulling the appropriate energy from the appropriate place for that spell. And so, yeah, so there. Anyways, oh, and another thing that I've been getting a lot of is people emailing me, and they start out asking for help by saying to me, the beginning is, "Hey Blue Witch, you're so awesome. I love your YouTube channel." And then it goes straight into, "I've been ripped off 27 times or 30 times or 10 times by all these other witches. Can you give me a break?" rude. Rude, 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 rude. And I don't even finish reading it. I just delete, 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 delete. I don't even read it. If you're getting ripped off by witches, as you say, then you're not doing your research. You need to do better research. You need to watch them, watch their channel, watch them do the spells, watch how they do it. Make sure they're doing it. Make sure they're sending you pictures, videos. If they're not giving you any evidence, yeah. So they've been ripped off, so they want, like it's my fault and I'm responsible for what other people did. No, I'm not responsible for them. I'm only responsible for Blue Witch. That's it. Whatever happens to you is your own doing. It's not up to me to pay their debts or to refund your money because I'm a witch too. Sorry. That's not how it works. And so I won't even read your emails. So if you've been ripped off, I feel bad for you. That sucks. And all I can suggest is that, you know, don't just hire anyone to handle your shit. You need to make sure that you get to somebody that you trust, somebody that you feel some kind of a connection to. Please don't just go to any, oh, she's got 700,000 subscribers, so she must be good, and then send them a bunch of money and tell them what you want, and then you never hear from them again. Well, guess what? That's your fault. I don't understand it, but I would never do that just because, well, it's not my style. That's no fun. And I would feel disgusting about myself if I ripped somebody off. But no, I'm not responsible for other people's bullshit. So please don't start your emails out that way with me because I won't even read them. I just delete them. I don't want to hear it. It's not my problem. Hey. So yeah. She's sick. Here, go back. Hi, Lillian. I have watched you. I have watched you do these spells on here, and you have totally, and you really do transmit your energy. You're gorgeous, and everyone here loves you. Thank you so much for saying that. There's people out there that want you to take money and just don't do nothing. You're awesome. Thank you, Adidas 211. They probably insulted the other witch that they hired. Yeah, who knows? Well, and I know that I was told that there's a lot of witches like in other countries, and they con people into sending them a bunch of money using other people. Well, I know that because that happened to me. But you just have to do your research, you guys. You have to watch them do the spells. Make sure you can see what they're doing. If you can't see what they're doing and they're not willing to show that to you, and you know, if you trust them and you know them, then that's fine. But if you don't know them and you've never had work done by them and so on, then make sure that you're getting some type of, you know, evidence that they're doing work for you, that they're sending you a picture or they're sending you little video clips of your, like sometimes, not always, but sometimes I'll be like in awe of a spell I do, like the flames will split and go crazy and all kinds of badass shit will happen, and so I'll do a little 9-second clip of it and then send that to my client or post it on Facebook or whatever, and it's awesome. But I don't do that every time. Usually I just post their video and send them a picture of their spell being cast. And so just know that, just do a better job. Make sure that you have a connection, some kind of a good feeling about them, or, whatever. Just don't put it on me what happened to you, because it's not my responsibility. Passionately, and the outcome will be exactly what I hope for. So glad I found you. I am so glad you found me too. Why wouldn't they just try to do it themselves if they've been ripped off so many times? Besides that, like, why are they about to talk like that to anyone for other people's fault? I know. I don't know. I think, to me, I feel like they're just trying to manipulate me, and I get pissed. I get really insulted when people try to manipulate me, and so that's why when you start out trying to tell me how to do my spell or what energy to use and this and that, no, I'm not even going to listen to you. I'll just delete your shit. Why do some go through mixed emotions, as you were saying, like you feel like crying? Oh, it's what do about it to build themselves up? It's the energy breaking stored emotions that are blocks. Like if we go through a traumatic event, say you were raped, okay, and then you stuff those emotions away, you lock it up. And then because you took that and you stuffed it and you locked it up and hold on to that emotion, that's going to be a block, and it's going to keep you from growing and receiving the energy and being able to flow more naturally in your abilities. And so spirit comes, like for me it's Hecate, it's Hecate, Lucifer, Belial. They come and they break that shit off of me. They'll pull it out, rip it right off of me, and then you go through, they'll pull that emotion out and stick it right in your face and be like, deal with it. You're not hiding that anymore. You're not. And sometimes it's shit that you forgot all about that you didn't even know. But you'll have, like, all of a sudden you'll remember something bad that happened when you were 5, and you'll be like, what the fuck is that all about? Well, that's what it's about. Let's see, and after you do spells, you have to wait a full new moon cycle. I like to wait a full moon cycle to do a recasting. If, like, something happened and it got fucked up, or if it came to pass and then you changed your mind and then you went back, and there's just all kinds of crazy things that happen. Like I have a client right now that I did a breakup, come back, and so it worked. He broke up, came back to her, and then she got pissed off at him and told him she didn't want him anymore, kicked him out, and then he ended up with another girl, and now she wants, so then then she changed her mind again and wanted him back, so then we have to go wait and do another breakup, and now we're going to do a booster on the comeback love. And so shit just happens, and then we have to go through and redo it all over again, and I like to wait a full moon cycle to recast. But if the energy's moving, it's not moving fast enough, then we'll do a booster. If it's there and you could feel it there, but it's like stuck on something, sometimes people have those blocks in them, then we'll do an unblocking to remove shit that's in the way. So it just depends on what's the situation. Let me see. Okay. I missed a bunch of stuff. Hi, Blue. Hi, sweetheart. I've arrived a little late. I hope you're doing well on this lovely Saturday night. I'm doing fantastic. Jeff, a lot. Ha ha. Damn. I must have missed something Jeff said. I am thankful for what you give Blue. It's asking you to work a little discount spell to tell you how to do the spell is not appropriate. It's lack of respect in my opinion. Yeah, I get, it's manipulation and I won't tolerate it. Do ones overcome all that in the end to be who they're supposed to be? Yes. Speaking of booster, how's mine? You silly girl. I haven't redone it yet. I have them all sitting on the table. And I haven't redone it yet, but I will. I've been having crisis at Mikasa and do a breakup and want your ex back. What would be the next step? Should an attraction spell or a binding spell be done? Yeah, that's how I do it. I do the breakup first, normally, and then like on the third or fourth day, sometime within that week, I like to do a comeback binding spell. That way, while they're going through the breakup, fighting, going through that emotion energy with that person that we want to get rid of, then we're planting the seed of love and attraction and binding for you. So while he's fighting with this one, he's thinking happy thoughts and wanting to be with you instead. And so it kind of like, it flows easier that way, because a lot of times guys won't go on. They won't break up with that person unless they have someone else in mind. And that's just the way that guys, well, women are like that too, but people are just like that. They got to have someone else in mind before they do a breakup normally. So, I mean, there's always that. Linda K. I'm blocking our boosters. Yeah. Yeah. So, I have this one client right now. I did the breakup comeback I think we did the comeback. We did a comeback. And no, we did a pop-it. So I'm having pop-it action going on right now where some of the guys were being good, but now they're starting to act up. And so I'm going to be pulling out some pop-its and probably putting them in the fire for a little while. I'll put them on the shovel and stick them on the fire and heat them up a little, and then I'll yell at them and command them to straighten up their behavior, or they're going to have a lot of problems. And it'll probably make them feel sick every time they start acting up or mistreating their wives or their woman or whoever. Every time that starts happening, they'll get really hot. They'll get like hot flashes and they'll just start feeling really sick, and they'll have to leave and collect themselves. And every time they behave that way though, I get a call and they're like, put his ass on a fire or stick a pin in his fucking mouth and, shut him up for a little while. Something like that, then we just do. That's how we roll. It's so it's so fucked up, but it's, treat your woman right and you won't have that problem. Oh, it's mean. I'm sorry. Sometimes I really enjoy being naughty. As soon as you start my breakup, I will purchase the spell you suggest to get it back. Yeah, and I'm going to do yours tonight. I'm pretty sure you're on for tonight, yeah? Yep. I have you down for the night. I got some lemons and black candles already. Fun, fun. I have a few of them to do. I don't know if I'll be doing all of them tonight, but I know I'm pretty sure yours is up next, if I remember correctly. See, there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I can't remember what it was. Do you guys have any other questions? I am so looking forward to tomorrow's group, you guys. Yes, being a witch is fun. It is fun most of the time. Just caught what you were saying. I thought everything was backfiring on me from all the things and from situations. Oh, I know it feels like that. Oh my gosh. And sometimes when you're going through that, sweet tea, sometimes it feels like someone's cursing you or something like that. And just know that that's not always the case. It's always, a lot of times it's my first thought, that's my first check. When I'm going through that kind of thing, my first check is, alright, who's fucking with me? You know, I'm going to beat their ass, they're going to get it. And then I call Belial and Kate and Lucifer, I'm like, what the fuck, you know, and I'm doing the ritual, and they're like, no, sweetheart, nobody's going to touch you. Trust me. I'm like, oh, it's because I did that ritual? Yep. That's what it is. So shut up and go through it. Man up, sister. Okay. No, I don't have a payment plan. My prices are not that high. I know that some people let you do stuff like that, but murdered. I would be too irresponsible to keep track of your payments, probably. Because it's just me. I'm the only one doing everything, and so I don't have like any, you know, there's no one helping me keep track of things and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be good at keeping track of payments. Yeah, no. So when people make a payment, it goes right into my book, and then I print up their information, and then I check it off, and then it comes straight out to the shop and gets put on a schedule. Just thinking, and I thought about how it would be hard to keep it all together. You have to have like individual files. Well, yeah, and I tried a bunch of different techniques when I first started working on YouTube, and the method I'm using right now is best. You know, it goes in my book. As soon as the payment comes through, I don't write it down from the email. I write it down from PayPal. Like, as soon as the payment comes in through PayPal, it goes straight into my book. Then I go to eBay or to email and pull up the names and pictures, and I print them up, and then I check them off, and then I write all over them, you know, whatever information I'm getting as I'm looking at the pictures and printing everything up. And then they go in my purse, and then I bring them out to the shop and put them in my little schedule. I have like a file thing next to the door, and it's like love, curse, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, that kind of thing. And then they go in the slot, and then on that day I'll pull, you know, whoever came next, kind of thing. So that's how my system works, and that's what works best for me. So that's what I do. So like I'll know like what I need to get. Sometimes I have to stop and get things at the store. Like on love days, I always stop and get fresh roses for Ikate. And then on days when I'm doing like court cases, or I'm doing protection, things like that, I'll stop and get flowers for Belial. And then when I'm doing other works with Lucifer, like divinational stuff, like all my readings and things like that, like candle readings, um, things like that, boosters, all that kind of divinational stuff. I do all that stuff with Lucifer, um, just because he likes doing divination stuff with me, and so it's always kind of been our thing together. So I do all that stuff with him, and then um, yeah. So then I get him flowers. Here, I really just get them for everyone whenever I do castings, but I try to keep in mind what I have going that night, and then I get them accordingly. And they all have to have, fresh candles and things like that every single day. I make sure that their candles are lit every day. When I come out here, I light their candles and their incense or whatever, you know. And that always is first and foremost. It's a lot of work. It's a big job. It's a fun job. I'm looking at Bobby Young and she looks different. And I'm trying to figure out why she looks different. I want to see. Okay, she looks different to me. Watch. She right over there. Did you see her? Does she look different to you? Could I tell Hecate just want me for herself? Well, for right now, yes. At least she's there to help me. At least I have no worries for boys. Yeah, you just need to get over that for a while, girl. She'll bring you one when it's time. Hi, Roberta. Do you think you will ever video when you do other realms, or is that a no-no? You mean like when I do rituals? I don't. Those, when you do rites and rituals, it's very sacred, and even if I tried to video it, they would probably turn off my camera. They don't even let me have my ghost radio on to talk to them. Sometimes Belial will let me video it if I'm videoing it from the other end of the shop and I'm performing the ritual over in front of his altar. He'll usually allow it, but I have to do it separate. And then it has to, when I post it, it has to be private and only it's on there, but you guys, it's not open for public. It's only open for my client. It's worth every dollar. You're so cute. I woke up just in time. Glad I caught you, Blue. I'm so glad you did too. So yeah, organisms. So yeah, it's a thing. They don't really allow it. They don't like it. It's sacred. It's between me and them. And but you never know. Do I keep a book? I do have a book of shadows. I'm horrible at writing in them, and so I have a shitload of them all over the place that I start. My old one, I have an old one that's pretty full. Roberta says hello to the spirit that's talking. Internet. Yeah, I'm on the internet. I'm on YouTube. Do you like that? Somebody was telling me the other day that they said her last name while I was doing a live. They said her last name, and that's really cool. Hey, Crystal Witch. How are you, sweetheart? Ha! I've got several too since I'm really horrible at writing in them. Yeah, I'm... You. That's awesome. So I've been like, for my, when I'm going through Queen of Hell, then I have my Queen of Hell notebook, and so as I go through rites and rituals with that, then I try to write them in there. And then, like, if I get a new spell, I'll try to write it down, but I'm not really good at that. Communication. So, happy birthday, Crystal Witch. How old are you today? 53? Are you 54 today? Huh? Yay! Integrity. Yay! What a great, you're 28. Oh, my bad. Yes, exactly. That's what I feel like. Thank you, Sam. I feel like my videos is good enough, Book of Shadows. I mean, I have like lists of things that I put in my servitor food, list of things that I put in my love potions, and every time I get something new, I'm really bad about adding it, but your birthday was Wednesday. Well, happy birthday to you too, Sam. You're 54. That's awesome. I'm 51. Yep, us old ladies. You're 66? That's awesome. What a great number. That's an awesome number. 66. Thank you so much, Roberta. That's very sweet. A lot of guys fall in love with me. You're 33. That's a good number too. I like that number too. Awesome. Awesome. Educate. I'm working on it. So I need to know, I'll just post it online, how many people are going to do the good magic with me? 37 people say I look 12. Laughing out loud, it's only because I'm a dwarf and small. Laughing out loud. Oh boy. DL, I'm 25. Yep. I hope to get to 900 soon. I don't want to be 900. That's just too much for me to handle. I think I'll be deteriorated by then. You're what? My medicine. So, when we had the flood, I saw this little, oh, that's what else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay, so for all of the witches out there who remove curses off of people, I always forget this one last step. When you break the shit off of people, make sure that you remember to send it away, like to send it to Belial or wherever, whoever's breaking it off. Sometimes I forget to do that, and then it hangs around my house. And I saw this, I just did a curse removal, and I saw the little, what do you guys call, what are they called, nymphs or limp? Hey, limps. Anyways, I saw it run, nymphs, thank you, Crystal Witch. I saw it running from my basement from the flood, and I was like, fuck. So I don't know if that's what happened, but it was my bad. And so I did the lesser banishing ritual, the pentagram, and I had WM perform it with me. We did it together down there, and it was awesome. He did such a good job. It was his first time, and he took it very serious. He did better than I did. He was very serious, and I was giggling, and it's much better down there now. But I did it, I was so pissed off that I did it my way, like with my altar, before me, I call it kate. I don't do it with the angels like other people do. I changed it up. But usually in the house, I don't. But I was pissed off because I saw that little fucker run downstairs, run from the flood and go up the stairs, and so I was mad, and I knew it was my fault because every time I break shit off of someone, I see them. They usually stay in the shop and hide out in the loft up here, but this little bastard went in the house, and it was my fault because I should have sent him with Belial and got rid of him and performed the banishing ritual when I was done, and I didn't. And so, anyway, so I performed it now, and the energy's all better downstairs, and everything's dried up, and we're almost recovered from it. I have to like wash all these clothes that got wet from the flood, and so, but after that we should be good. But anyways, but he performed it with me, and it was really funny. I laughed, and I was trying so hard to not laugh because I was pissed off, but the first time I saw it, I smiled at me from behind. Oh, your dad's truck, and I thought I was seeing shit. Yeah, they're little bastards. I had one hold me down in bed before and go, "What are you gonna do about it?" It's like, "Oh, you're gonna find out, you little fucker." So it's normal, sweetheart. You're just gonna have to learn to roll with it. It happens to all of us. All of us children of the Kate. It's very normal. It's not you. They just can't handle your energy. It's a lot. It's repelling. And so don't take it personal. Just, they're beneath you. Have a you're beneath me attitude and just like walk off. They just don't know. It's the only way you're going to get through it. Anyways, you guys, they order me and tell me what to do. Oh. Wow. I don't allow it. Tell them, no thank you, you do it yourself. Have a nice day. People do that to me too. They'll try to order me, and I'm just like, yeah, go fuck yourself. Or, oh, look how cute you are. You think you're going to tell me what to do. Or people think that they're going to try to manage me or, tell me how to run my business, or, people, you would be surprised, think that they're going to tell me how to do things all the time. And you just have to let it not bother you. And usually I'll either just cut them off and just be done with them, or I'll, you know, tell them to go fuck themselves, or ask them to not talk to me like that, and to not, it's my business, and to not worry about it. I mean, there's different ways to handle it depending on how they're handling it. Yeah, but the basement's good. Everything's dried up. Then the little dudes, they look like little gargoyles. Little black creatures. They're probably like, I don't know, maybe 3 feet tall. Say, I'll knock you out, and they say I'm cute to do that. Yeah, I don't usually threaten violence. Just tell them you'll stick them in a jar. They think they can tell you what to do is because of your abilities. So, anyways, I don't know. I don't understand, but usual. Anyways, you guys, I love you all, and I'm so happy that I'm back and I get to be back to work. Usual. Anyways, so yeah, if everything starts going crazy in your life, you might have one of those little dudes. So do the lesser banishing ritual and get rid of them. And I just asked everyone, Akate and Cerberus to protect. Oh. I just say, like, I do the ritual, and then when I'm done with all of that, then I talk to them and I tell them what I need, what's happening, what I need done. I ask Cerberus to guard my property and guard me and guard my family and keep everything that's not of my highest purpose out of here. And then I have Belial break anything off of me that's been put on me that shouldn't be on me. I have Akate take back with her whatever, and then I have Lucifer help with everything, and Lucifer is so, his energy is so powerful that he could do anything and he could do everything. And his energy is just so very strong and beautiful. So just when you're working with him, don't try to not limit him. I'm learning that, and I mean, as if I could limit him even if I tried, but like, I try to only do certain things or whatever, and then he'll pop up and I'll be like, oh, hi, Lucifer. Stopping by to see me today. So just try to remember that he could do anything and everything, and so can Akate, and so can Belial, but I feel like I'm juggling all the time, and I don't have to, and neither do you. So just keep that in mind. I know it can be confusing sometimes, but I will love you guys. I will see you later. Curses. All right. Peace out.